EGM Network.
Welcome to the Lori Davis Show, where it's all about the amazing lifestyle on our Treasure Coast. And here's your host and realtor for life, Lori Davis.
Hello, and welcome to the show. How is everyone doing today? We are so happy to have you here on the Lori Davis Show. I am Lori Davis. I am your realtor for life. I work with Dale Sorensen Real Estate. I sell a lot of real estate. I've been doing it for 20 years here in Vero Beach. Lived here for 25. And I absolutely adore selling real estate in this town. And for those of you that are asking, because a lot of people say, well, how is it out there? It's actually busy. I mean, if you're in the business and you're getting your properties priced right, and I've got a lot of buyers right now, it seems, and we're closing those deals that we put together in early, in June, in the beginning of summertime. But those guys are all closing. But people are coming here from Atlanta, from New York, from a lot of different places. And the reason why they're coming is because of the lifestyle. It's because of what we offer. You can buy a condo or a home anywhere in the state of Florida and take advantage of the tax break because we don't have a state income tax. But the reason why people come to Vero Beach is because of all the things that this little town, our teeny little county, who has a maximum of 167,000 people, it is just a gem. It's a hidden gem. Now, one of the things that we have that not a lot of the people have are cultural things in our town. One of them being Riverside Theatre, which our guest is, he is the marketing manager at Riverside Theatre. We have the Vero Beach Museum of Arts. We have art shows. We have so many things. That is why we have music, we have concerts, we have all of those things. And that's why people come to Vero Beach. So what I like to do on my show is say it's about lifestyle, and I like to highlight those things in town that are fabulous. So that's why we do what we do here at the Lori Davis Show. Now, talking about Riverside Theatre, they do everything over there. I was on their website. My goodness. I mean, I know some of them because, again, I've been here for a very long time. But they have theaters and plays. They do kids events. They kind of do family-friendly musicals, plays, recitals. They also sometimes audition children to be in our local productions, which I think is fabulous because these kids actually get to, and I'm going to ask this question later, I wonder if they get equity by being in one of our equity shows. We'll see. We'll talk about that later. The Comedy Zone, which is a comedy that they do even through the quietest time in Vero Beach. Between Live in the Loop and the Comedy Zone, the Riverside Theatre is still pumping it out. And I am, I guess it's a testament to our guest today that he works year round. He's not just a seasonal guy. He's working all year round. They do a lecture series. They do behind the scenes where you can go back. That was some of the coolest stuff I ever did, was kind of the New York behind the scenes stuff. I did it at the opera one time, Cindy. Okay. And I did it. I've done it obviously not obviously, but I did it once in the theater too. But don't you think that's so cool?
Yeah, I do.
To get back there.
Yeah. I couldn't do that on stage, but I love the productions.
I know.
I don't know that I could do it on stage. I don't know. I can never remember the lines.
You mean to be an actor on stage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just practice.
I was talking about behind the scenes. You don't have to act.
I know. I said that's why I like going behind the scenes because I don't know that I would want to do it. You're right, Oscar. You're right. You got to practice it. But I went one time, so I did go, and I don't want to take up all the time, but I was in Burt Reynolds' acting classes.
Yes,
the Jupiter.
Yep.
And so then through that I got a chance to do a part. Actually, it was for a writer in a show they were going to do, which I don't think happened. Okay. But you got to do that, Oscar. Yeah. I should put him on camera. And
we'll introduce him.
Okay, do it, and then I'll tell you the story.
Okay.
Let's do the story.
We are introducing Oscar Sales, who is the marketing director for Riverside Theatre. Let's introduce him and welcome to the show. Oscar, welcome to.
Thank you, Lori.
So good.
Wow, applause.
Of course. That's how we roll here at the Lori Davis Show.
That's our audience.
Absolutely. That's our audience. It's so amazing. I mean, one of my favorite things is the fact that you guys go out and get equity actors and you go to New York and you have a producer and then you have local managers, musicians, all of these people that come in, and it's a very different production than what you're going to see. It's not a touring show.
Correct.
It's different than what you're going to see in New York. And I love that. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, you mentioned that lifestyle.
Yeah.
And Vero Beach is so unique in that it has so much culture
Yes.
here. And it is supported by these great people who live here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure you've heard people say, well, we've moved to Vero Beach, we've moved to Indian River County because not only beautiful outdoor amenities,
Yes.
the lagoon and the beach and the sunshine and the weather, but because there's more to do at night.
Yeah.
You can go to the theater, you can go to the museum.
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned, do people realize that there are 3 symphony orchestras that play in Indian River County?
Yes. I don't know if they do, but they need to know
Ballet
that.
Vero Beach, so many wonderful art galleries. It's just amazing the amount of culture that there is here. And Riverside Theatre started from local people getting together and raising $1.5 million in 1973 to open this theater. It opened in 1973.
I saw that.
And from that time, we've been able to grow and become a regional professional theater. Actually, we are in a community this size. This theater is unheard of.
Yep,
that's correct. That's what I read.
Yep.
We have a $10-12 million budget, which a theater of this size is supported in a larger area, metropolitan area like Miami or Jacksonville or Atlanta, and to have. And I don't want to say little Vero Beach, but when you consider 100 and some odd thousand people that live here support this amazing theater, is a testament to them.
Yes.
They want this professional stuff. And so the theater, like you mentioned, is an equity theater. It's professional. We go to New York 3 or 4 times a year. We audition hundreds of people.
I've never been. I would love to go to one of those just to sit back and watch it. Wouldn't you love that?
Yeah,
it's amazing. It's amazing to be part of a group in the room and watching all these talented people come and want to be part of the show. Not just want to come to Florida. Hello, who doesn't want to come to Florida in February and March? But they want to come and participate because they know the quality of productions that Riverside presents. So we go to New York 3 or 4 times a year. We bring them down. We house them here. They live here for 3 weeks of rehearsal before we open the show, and it runs for 4 weeks.
Okay.
And so in essence, these professional actors are living in Vero for 7 to 8 weeks out of the year. They're going to the restaurants. They're going to shopping. They're living here, and they love it here. They love it here because they know that this town supports what they're doing. That is their passion.
Right.
They want to be on stage and to live in a community, in essence, for 7 weeks or so that supports what your passion is. How could you not love it?
I know. It's amazing. There was a quote that Riverside Theater has been called America's largest small town professional theater. And they're saying it's like in the state, it's one of the biggest.
Correct.
That is an equity theater. So I find it fascinating. And I think that the fact that everybody came up and finally got some housing for them, because I know many years ago that was a difficult thing.
It was a difficult thing.
Especially in season.
Exactly.
When it's, everybody's here and there's nothing for rent. People were putting up people in their homes, right?
Correct.
Yeah,
correct. When it first started, when Alan Cornell was the first hire as a professional, he was hired as the artistic director in 1983. He's still the artistic director.
That's amazing.
So his job was to make the productions equity, which means they're part of the union, professional designers and performers. And so he would, in essence, go around and say, Lori, don't you have an apartment above your garage that I could house an actor for a few weeks, that sort of thing? And then as the theater kept growing, we were renting apartments throughout the community. We had up to 26 apartments that we were renting throughout the community in, the late 2010s and whatnot.
Right.
The problem with that, and that's wonderful.
Right.
The problem with that is we're not using the apartments year round.
Right.
And yet we're still having to maintain them and upkeep them. And so the idea of creating an actor village, which morphed into creating a little hotel, which is Star Suites, which is right outside of the Jackie Robinson Training Complex. came to fruition. And so we have this hotel. It's a 6T, one bedroom apartment, in essence, a hotel.
Yes.
We get first dibs of use of them. And then when we're not using them, it's open to the community and it's being rented out. So
I love that. Now, how often, like, if somebody wanted to stay out there, because some people really love the Jackie Robinson. I mean, they're like total baseball fans, Brooklyn Dodgers, LA Dodgers, all that kind of thing. They can just call Star Suites.
Yeah,
and when were those finished finally?
2019.
Okay.
It was just pre-COVID that we just opened it, and it's like, oh, okay, take a pause.
Yeah, no. Oops.
Oops.
I know. Who could have known, though? Nobody could have known.
No, could have.
So.
But again, it's a testament to this community and the people that live here.
Well, we talk about that on my show all the time. There's so many benevolent people here. They're, whether they're supporting the arts or the theater or whatever.
Correct.
One of them that's coming up, I always talk about a few things that are going on, is the Veterans Council. The Union County Clay Shoot is coming up, guys. I want you to know about that because they still have spots. I talked to Tracy before I got on the show. Yeah. It's Saturday, October 11th from 9 to 12. So make sure you call the Veterans Council to get yourself on that. So, and then when you're done with the clay shoot that night, you can go in the loop or because we've got one more. The next show that we have is so much fun. Little Shop of Horrors. Who doesn't love that? And one of the things that happened for me, it was Miss Saigon. I had seen that in New York, right? And you guys did it here. And you guys did it better here than I saw it in New York. I'm not kidding. It was just one of those things. And that has happened. I have goosebumps. There are many times that is the case. So we've got Little Shop of Horrors coming up. Tell us a little bit about it.
Correct. Well, for those who are unfamiliar with the story, with the plot line, there's this young, nerdy flower shop attendant who is in love with the flower shop girl, but he's just too shy to tell her how he feels. And one day on his way home, he finds a very odd-looking plant that has interesting attributes that it can actually talk. And it encourages him to become more powerful and more aggressive, confident and aggressive in his I want to do something. Go for your ambition. Do it. The only problem that you don't feed this plant with water. You have to feed it with blood. And so as the plant grows, its desire for more food grows as well. Right. But throughout this, Seymour, who is the attendant, gets more confident, like you mentioned, and he tells the girl of his dreams how he feels, and she falls for him, and it's a happy love story, although you have a carnivorous plant in the mix.
But it's really funny. It's fun and funny because the plant is it's got a personality and it's got a little sassy
it's a big puppet that's on stage, and it has definitely a big personality to go along with it. And what's beautiful, it is a musical.
Yes.
And the music is written by Alan Menken and Howard Ashman, who went on to write the music for The Little Mermaid and Beauty and the Beast.
I know that.
Wow.
So that's wonderful. The music is a lot of fun. And it's a show that when it opened in 1982 did very well. It ran for 5 years.
Yeah, it did.
And they've done it throughout the years, but it's currently on its 6th year run off Broadway right now as we speak.
It's amazing.
So it's still going strong.
And no, people just love to see it, and people have seen it multiple times. It's just it's a really fun show. Tell us a little bit about the season 25-26. What do you got that we're going to be seeing this year?
Well, after Little Shop in January, we have A Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder.
Okay.
A lovely musical, very, very humorous. A young man finds out that he could be an earl. He has nobility in his blood. Unfortunately, there are 8 people ahead of him to become earl. And fortuitously for him, they happen to die. And so he does become earl, but the way they sort of perish is quite funny, and it is. It's a
comedy.
It's a comedy. It won the Tony Award for Best Musical, so it is.
I'm not familiar, Cindy.
It's a lot of fun, and that's the January show. Then in February, we have Jesus Christ Superstar, the big show from Andrew Lloyd Webber and Tim Rice that everyone should know. It's based on the last few days of Jesus's life.
Exactly.
Here. On Earth, and it's wonderful. And then we end the season in April with 9 to 5, Dolly Parton music.
Everybody's gonna love that.
Yeah,
based on that music that everyone loved, which was Dolly Parton, Lily Tomlin, and Jane Fonda from the 80s. But it's updated, and it's so much fun. So much fun.
That's great. Now, you guys also do productions at Waxlax.
Correct.
Okay.
The Waxlax stage is. If you can say that our bigger stage, the Stark stage, is our Broadway house because it's the bigger musicals, the razzle dazzle, then you can say that the Waxlax is our off-Broadway house. It's more intimate. The plays there are really picked for the playwright's voice and the power of the piece. And what's beautiful is that you're just within feet of the action. You know,
it is. It's very intimate. It is definitely, but it's right there at Riverside Theater, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Right there.
Yeah, because I think, and there was, I think it was Almost Maine.
Yes.
That's
coming
one.
up.
And Mauritius will be there.
Mauritius will be there. Yes.
Okay.
Well.
And I don't know those shows.
Mauritius is a very interesting
that's an island, right? Isn't it a country?
Well,
it
is. It really deals with postage stamps.
Okay.
There is a Mauritius postage stamp that is one of the rarest in the world.
Okay.
And so the story revolves about a young lady whose mother passes away and leaves her stamp collection. And there's a possibility that a Mauritius stamp is one of the stamps in the collection. So if it really is a Mauritius stamp, then it is a very valuable collection. If it isn't, then it's not really worth that much. But the question is, the young man who's trying to help her sell the collection, does he really care for her, or is he trying to abscond with the possibility that it is an actual very valuable stamp?
Right. I love that. I know it's. I looked at the season, and every year I'm just amazed with what you guys are putting on and what, and it doesn't have to be what's right now on Broadway. A lot of times we need to see the things we've seen or haven't seen in a long time. And I think you guys do a really nice job.
Well, last year we did Singing in the Rain, and
everybody loved it.
And they loved it. And it actually rained on stage. And it was just wonderful to have the classics interspersed with the current productions. That's just great.
Absolutely. Well, listen, I pay for this with some commercials, so we need to take a break. We've got Oscar Sales, the Director of Marketing at Riverside Theatre. We're going to be back to talk a little bit more about it. In the meantime, check out these commercials. I'll be right back.
Sturgis Lumber is more than just lumber.
Timber!
Residential, commercial, and industrial applications. Sturgis has all of the hardware to help with your project. Visit SturgisLumber.com. 4 generations strong, Sturgis Lumber and Hardware. More than just lumber.
Evergreen Media is your go-to for podcasting. Business owners, boost your brand by educating clients with your own show. Just show up. We handle everything else. Get your custom video podcast on Facebook, YouTube, and more. Start today at egreenmedia.com.
If you dream of creating a home that embodies sophisticated island living, visit Sunshine Furniture now during our 50% off Tommy Bahama and Lexington Fall Home event. Bedroom, living and dining room, home office, media, and occasional pieces, Tommy Bahama furniture is distinctive and unique, yet inviting and comfortable, and is all 50% off. We're also having a floor sample closeout sale on outdoor furniture where you can save up to half price on selected closeout patio sets from Berlin Garden, Kingsley Bait, Brown Jordan, Telescope, and others. Chaises, chairs, sofas, love seats, dining sets, and fire pits, all built to withstand the Florida elements, and we specialize in replacement cushions, umbrellas, outdoor lamps, and rugs. Also, all pictures, lamps, and accessories are half price. Don't forget to visit our outlet and sales center directly across the street for the best deals anywhere. Sunshine Furniture, 1295 US 1 in Vero Beach. Visit our website at sunshinefurniturecasual.com and come in now for the 50% off Tommy Bahama Fall sale.
welcome back to the show. These things go so fast. They fly by. I mean, like, never had a half an hour in my life go so fast. Let me say thank you, Chef Scott Verricchio from Citrus Grill House. He always provides a beverage for us. Today we have, and this is no knock to our dear friend in here, Oscar Sales, who happens to be Cuban. It was made randomly by Christy at Citrus Grill House. It's called the Old Cuban, and it's Angel's Envy Rye, and it's aged in rum barrels. There's mint, fresh lime juice, bitters, some simple syrup, and it's topped with champagne. It's absolutely beautiful. It's very refreshing. It's very strong. Thank you, Chef Scott. You know, as everybody knows, Citrus Grill House, 1050 Easter Lily Lane, right there by Hummiston Park, right on the ocean. You got to love it. It's a beautiful place. Great food. If it's not fresh, they're not serving it. Staff over there is amazing. If you need anything, don't ever hesitate to ask them. They are open Monday to Saturday and lunch and dinner. So go over there. It's outside on the patio. It's cooling off. It was a little kicked up today because the ocean was like thundering and it wasn't even raining. It was kind of a funny sound. But anyway, thank you, Chef Scott, for the beverage of the day. So back to Oscar. Oscar.
Lori, let me just say that we have friends visiting from Connecticut.
Yes.
A few weeks back. And the first thing they said, can we eat at Citrus House?
See?
Citrus Grill House? Yes,
There
absolutely.
you
Let's go.
See, Scott, I tell you, everybody knows you from all around.
That's
so
right.
That's good. All right. So let's talk a little bit about the kids area
Yes.
and education.
We have a
Riverside
great
Children's Theater.
We have a great education program. We have not only for kids
Right.
in theater and in dance, we also have adult classes too. You know, you can also get into dance
Really?
and theater courses as well. So
I'm not
check us out.
dancing.
But
They did tap dance this year, I
Yes.
think. Yeah,
Yes.
one of the other hosts did the tap class.
Oh, really?
Yes.
tap,
Okay.
ballet, jazz, everything you want.
I don't know.
It's all about movement, not necessarily
It's
to
true.
become
Yeah.
the next ballerina du
Of
jour,
course. No.
but it's about moving, keeping
Yes.
balance. So we have a great education program.
I love that.
Great programs for the kids who are not only presenting shows, but shows for them specifically.
Mm-hmm.
But 3 or 4 times a year, we have great productions that the kids put on. In November, we're going to have Alice in Wonderland.
I saw that.
And
that's going to be fun.
amazing. And so, you know, Matilda Jr. and all these other great performances. So check us out, especially in the summer. Next summer,
Okay.
summer of 2026, will be a Frozen summer. We'll be doing Frozen,
You're gonna
Frozen
be packed.
Junior,
Oh.
Frozen Kids. So it's going to be an
It's gonna
amazing
be-
summer.
It will be an amazing summer. If you have children and you're interested, always make sure to call Riverside Theater. The number I have is 772-231-6990.
Correct.
Can you get any information? You can also go to riversidetheater.com because that's where you're going to find, you can get tickets there. You can they have a great website. You cannot imagine all of the things that they're doing over there.
Busy. We're busy.
You are busy. And you said, Oscar, you've been here 20 years.
20 years.
Where did you come? How did you find Vero Beach?
It's very funny. I came because of the job,
Okay.
but I grew up in Miami and I'd never heard of Vero Beach before.
Right.
And then I moved to New York area and I worked in theater for many years there. And then when this job became available, where's Vero Beach? Okay, let's go.
And look at you now.
Look at me now.
Well, and what I say to and a lot of my guests and a lot of my friends, we all love to travel.
Mm-hmm.
And you can live here and then you can go anywhere in the world.
Absolutely.
But when you're coming home to Vero Beach.
Absolutely. Paradise.
And it is. Thank you. Oscar Sales, thank you so much from Riverside Theater. He's the marketing director. We've got Little Shop of Horrors coming up.
Yes, ma'am.
We're so excited about that. Again, to get tickets, you can go to riversidetheater.com or we can go to 231-6990. That's 772. Thank you again. We love having you on the show.
Thank you.
When we get to the next show, we're going to have you on again. Is that okay?
Okay, absolutely.
We
I love
would
it.
love to do that.
Thank you,
so
Lori.
much.
Thank
Good to
you.
see you. All right, everybody. Thanks for being on the show. Thank you for being with us today. Be safe out there. Take care. There's a little bit of rain out there. Just be safe. Slow down. And we'll see you here next week. Appreciate it. Have a great day.